the private sector
Okay.
for you
Nice to meet you.
and
You
for
too.
our friends from all over the
For your long
country.
trip, eh?
Burnt out. Yeah, me too.
So, it's easy to say that. It's very easy. Justin Trudeau told you that you'll have a pipeline. Andrew Scheer is saying the same thing. And I'm saying the same thing. Who's right? Who's going to deliver a pipeline? We need, yes, we need to use the Constitution. So I said the same thing in French in Quebec. I said the same thing in English in New Brunswick. I said the same thing in English in Alberta. And now I'm telling you that, yes, we need to do some consultation. But if we don't have any agreement, we need to use our Constitution. We need to use the Section 9210 and declare a pipeline for the advantage of our country.
Yeah.
And yes, if we don't have an agreement with the politician in Quebec or the politician in BC, we will use the Constitution and impose a pipeline. Because Canadians know that it's first of all safer to build a pipeline today. It is safer for the environment. It is safer for the population. And Quebecers remember what happened 7 years ago in Lac Mégantic. We need to transport our oil and gas by pipeline, and we need to use the Constitution if necessary. I'm asking you, ask that question to the other politicians who will come here, if they have the courage to use the Constitution if necessary to build a pipeline.
They won't.
Ask that question to Justin Trudeau. We know the answer. Ask that question to Andrew Scheer. He wasn't able to answer that in French in Quebec when they asked the question. And the journalist said to Andrew Scheer, do you think that you will use the Constitution to build a pipeline if Quebec, the politicians in Quebec are against that? He was not able to answer the question. You know, I'm answering that question. Our goal is to speak to our fellow Canadians and speaking about what is good for this country, for the unity of this country. We need pipeline, but not only that, we need to have a fair equalization formula. We need to be sure that it would be fair for everybody. If we want to unite our country, we need these two reform at the federal level, and I'm there. The People's Party of Canada is there to deliver that for you and for all Canadians. BBC. Thank you guys.
Hey Max, I have a plan for jobs.
I gotta give a little speech here. We traveled across this country, all the way from Red Deer, Alberta. I was the one in the lead with Andy. My voice is a little rough and I apologize for that, but that was from one absolute powerful movement that we were performing as we came across this country. We united Canada all the way along, from end to end. We were able to unify this country as we walked across, drove across, and shook hands with every little person, every child, every mother, father, everybody. And we had heard nothing but love and help from everybody when it came from getting across this country. And I'd like to say for everybody out here, this United We Roll Convoy for Canada was an absolute pleasure. It was my absolute honor to be up here with you guys to have the opportunity to get our message across that we need to unite this country. We need to take this country back. We need to allow ourselves to join and have our voices heard and exercise our political rights. And that is what we did. So for that, I thank you, Canada, for allowing me to come across, to get this voice, to get our voices heard, to allow us to invoke our political rights, and allow us to stand up for our Canadian Charter of Rights. This is our movement, Canada. We're making history. We're making this happen. The world is watching us. We need to act responsibly when it comes to this. We need to be the people for the people. This is a responsible movement, and it's a historical moment in Canada. So please, please, spread the word, get it out there. We are here to unite the country because this country has been told we are divided. Well, I'm sorry to say, Mr. Trudeau, I just drove across this country and I am not united. I have thousands and thousands and thousands of followers as we came across this country. Okay, this convoy went viral as we were coming across. It was an absolutely amazing moment for Canadians to watch as we came to fight for you guys, to fight for America, the people that can't get up and talk for themselves, to fight for the oil worker, to fight for the miner, the lumberjack, to fight for every Canadian. I'm talking teachers. I'm talking... Canada heard this movement news across the country. And they are listening. And they are following us. And they love every single one of you, and you. We are not divided at all. Ontario loved us coming across. It was absolutely phenomenal. Thank you, Canada. Thank you for letting me represent this convoy across the country. Thank you for letting me sit inside your homes all week while you guys are trying to do your stuff. I've been told that they haven't watched TV for over 4 days because it was absolutely phenomenal watching this happen. So thank you. I love you. I love every one of you guys. You know that. I've told you that 1,000 times coming across this country. I absolutely love you, Canada. And thank you for allowing me to have the opportunity to represent you guys here in Parliament. Thank you.
Well done. Let's hear for this gentleman here. Great job. Great job. All right, Mr. Brad Cross, come on up here, Brad. Ran for the leadership. Not yet, Brad. Not yet. Anyway, Brad, here you go.
Yeah, I'll just come back.
Thank you.
I'm Brad Trost, soon to be ex-politician and back in the real world.
I have a speech and trying to create jobs. I've talked to the
Thank
guy
you
that
for
just
coming
finished
here
talking,
today.
and he said he
I
was
grew up
trying
in
to
a
get me up
farm
here.
family in rural
And,
Saskatchewan.
I know, but like,
But unfortunately, the one
an
time we moved
incredible
to Alberta
plan.
was right before the National Energy Program hit.
Here, let me just.
So my family knows what it is to go through tough times. Farming.
You'll hear this, and you'll want me to do the speech in front of the on the mic in front of this
Think
news.
about what I was going to say to here today. I
So
was reading a bedtime story to my littlest daughter.
I'll get to the important
And it's
parts.
a story from Dr.
So yeah, I
Seuss.
talk about all 4 great movements in Canada are essential to the future of the nation and humanity.
If you know the story,
Talk
you know where I'm
about,
going with this one. Horton was the only person. He was the only
I have a
person
business
who
plan
heard
to
the Who.
develop and revolutionize the farming industry
had
in
big
Canada.
ears.
I worked
He
in the legal
listened.
marijuana industry.
But the
If
Who
I can
could
grow
not
the
be
tropical
heard
plant of
by anyone
marijuana in
They kept trying to
in
have
the
their
heart of
voices
winter
heard,
within tundra
but
regions,
no
then we
one
can grow
would
fruits and
listen but
vegetables
Horton.
everywhere, all year round, economically,
Finally, at the end,
using solar energy.
Every single Who in
100% of the
Hillsdale
profits will go towards
gave a
supporting more
final
hydroponic
shout.
farms with
And
solar
then,
energy. This will
when they
produce
thought they were
80% of all
exhausted and
produce,
couldn't be
fruit
heard,
and vegetables
only
inside the
then
grocery stores.
did people
It'll all be
finally
local.
hear
Every
them.
city, every town, every single Canadian
And that's
citizen
why
will have
what you're
clean and
doing
healthy
here today
food
is so
grown
important.
locally.
Because we have to keep shouting with someone here. We have to keep shouting
It's like
that
it's
the jobs
be a giant
tied to
creation
the
of
oil and
jobs.
gas industry matter. The people who work in natural resource industries,
only
be it
1/3 of the
farming
jobs.
or fishing
It's
or
only 1/3
lumber
of the jobs
or
I have.
oil and gas or mining matter. These are
I'm
good
just-
jobs. They're important.
You guys don't have what I have.
We have too many people in this country saying if you work with your hands, you're not important. We need this pipeline to go through. We need pipelines to be built. Why? Because they allow good, hardworking people to earn a good living. That's all people want. To work hard, to pay their fair share, and to help build Canada. Thank you for what you're doing. God bless each and every one of you.
Will you let me speak?
Perhaps. All right. Dane Lloyd, pleased to meet you. Where are you from?
I'm from Sturgeon River Parkland, Alberta, just outside of Edmonton.
So these are your folks. Here, take that.
My name's Dane Lawton. I'm the Member of Parliament for Sturgeon River Parkland, just outside of Edmonton. And I was elected in the by-election in October 2017. I also served as a lieutenant in the Canadian Forces, and I'm so proud to see all my fellow patriots here standing up for Canada today. Can I get a shout out? Now, you know, I grew up just outside of Edmonton, and my stepdad's a truck driver. And so I know what it's like when this government puts a carbon tax on families. You're raising the cost of gas on truck drivers, that's getting passed on to consumers. And these truck drivers are out of work right now because we can't get a pipeline built to get our energy to market. And it's a damn shame. And we need a prime minister who's going to stand up, who's going to get those pipelines built.